נצח בקדושה לעם מדוש ליובונק זכר למעשה בראשית אלוקינו אלוקי אבותינו וצבי מנוחתנו אוי קדשנו במיר צוותיך ותן חלקנו בתורתך סבנו מטובך ושמח נפשנו.
Hello everyone, Shavua Tov. This is the second in the series of Magen Avot, and what we ended with last week was, is it a real Chazarat Hashatz or is it something else? And I think the question will be solved by one halacha. Let's say Friday night you got the shul, you daven mincha, you daven l'chadodi, you daven bamim madlik and kagavna, Maariv, and then your kid called you outside, he's crying, he got hurt. He got off a tumult, you came back in, and you didn't daven yet the Amida of Maariv, those 7 blessings of Friday night that you're supposed to daven as Maariv. And the Chazen's up to Magen Avot. Can you fulfill your obligation via the Chazen? So we do have a halacha on Rosh Chodesh that basically says that if you forgot Ya'aleh v'Yavo, then you can fulfill your obligation by listening to the Chazarat Hashatz. Is it the same here? Comes along the Darkei Moshe, the Ramah, and says, absolutely not. The Abu Dram says you can't fulfill your obligation. And when the Torah quotes the opinions that can, he's against it, basically saying, at least on Rosh Chodesh, you hear all 19 blessings of the Amida from the Chazen. Here it's, as its name is, Mi'ein Sheva. It's 1 blessing instead of 7. So any way you slice it, you're not fulfilling your obligation. However, even he has to quote 2 Gaonim, Rav Moshe Gaon and Rav Naturai Gaon. The word Gaon today is used for every rabbi. But once upon a time, if you were the Rosh Yeshiva of the Gaonim in Surah and Pupadita, you got the name Gaon. It was part of your title. Like in Israel, the Israeli Sephardic chief rabbi is always called the Rishon LeZion. So Rav Moshe Gaon says that you have to daven Maariv, yes, but if you forgot the middle blessing about Shabbos, then Magen Avot will fulfill your obligation. And Rav Naturai Gaon says if you forgot Maariv totally, namely you daven the brachos, Kriyat Shema, and the Kriyat Shema, but you didn't daven the Amida, then Magen Avot can fulfill your obligation for you. The Beit Yosef indeed says that the Torah is right. It's very strange, but he says you have to remember something about Maariv that doesn't exist by Mincha and Shachris. Tfilat Arvit Reshut. That it's an optional prayer. We daven it unless there's an excuse, but Tfilat Arvit Reshut does have ramifications, and one of them is right here. Namely, if you did not say the full Maariv, you can fulfill the obligation by hearing Magen Avot from beginning to end. As surprising as this opinion sounds, and even though the Torah doesn't like it, and the Beit Yosef just tried to knock some sense into it, the bottom line is that's the way the Shulchan Aruch paskins, and I quote his words from Shimon Reish Samechet Seif Yud Gimel. Im itchpalel shelcho v'lo iskir shel Shabbat. Let's say you daven the regular Maariv of the week, and you didn't mention Shabbos. Oh, shelo yitpalel klal. You didn't daven Maariv at all Friday night. V'shama mishliach tzibur bacha me'ein sheva mirosh ve'atzof yatsa. And you heard Me'ein Sheva, you have fulfilled your obligation. The Magen Avram says it's better to say it word for word with the Chazan, but if the Chazan said it and you listen to it, it's good enough. The bottom line is, that's only obviously in Shul, only with a Tzibur, because that's the only place we say Me'ein Sheva. But this leads very clearly to the conclusion that it's a real Chazarat Hashatz. Just like on Rosh Chodesh you can fulfill your obligation if you didn't say Ya'aleh v'Yavo, so too Friday night. If that's the case, then we can understand what we said earlier last week, and that is that you should not talk during this period of time because it's like a Chazarat Hashatz. And as the week goes on, we'll see a few more nafkaminas as to how it's a Chazarat Hashatz for you.